Hello, another fine day in the Costello lockdown. Right, so as usual, if you like these videos and you want me to continue doing them, I'd appreciate dropping a like, a love, a thumbs up, a smiley face in the comments, or just drop me a comment, let me know how you're doing, what you're up to. That'd be fantastic as well. It's very helpful, and of course, as long as you're happy with what I ramble on about, a share would also be great. What I'm also hoping is that when we come out of this thing, my hair is going to look like Colby's from Home and Away. I'm optimistic. Okay, so I'm going to jump on the bandwagon a little bit this morning. I've seen this thing going round. Again, social media's got quite a bit to answer for, just in the sense of people think that... Let's look at the truth. We are in a situation that majority of us, arguably all of us, can't control. We're being told to do certain things. We're being told to follow certain guidelines, and it's out of our control. 1 minute you might have been employed, the next minute you're not employed. You've either been forlorn, or you've been canned, or whatever, made redundant, or whatever else. A lot of businesses like mine, all of a sudden, virtually overnight, the whole makeup of everything changed. So this is an unprecedented situation that has affected everybody in different ways. The problem is, because you've got everyone's trying to put a positive spin on things, which is is okay. There's this thing going round about that people are sort of saying that if you don't learn a new skill, or don't come out of this a better this type of stuff, come out of this thing a better person, then you've got no discipline or something like that, which I just think's odd. Really, I think it's very unusual to make a sort of sweeping, sort of condescending statement that all of a sudden everyone's just going to react positively to the situation that they're in. Which for me is wrong, and it's. I saw somebody use the expression "it's very condescending," and it is condescending. For me, in my opinion, it all just comes down to one simple thing: there is a reality, so there are the facts. There is the reality as it's presented to us, and then there is our perception of that reality, and that's all we've got. Okay, so whatever reality is you're currently in, what's ever happened to you as part of this is the reality. So that we can't change that. What we can change is how we deal with it. But telling people what to do, and telling people that they should be learning to play the violin and read 97 books is not the answer, really. The answer is, how do we all get through this? How do we all help each other get through this as best we can? Because let's be honest, we're tribal creatures. We should be supporting each other. We shouldn't be trying to call each other out and doing all these things and trying to make people do certain things and make, in this particular situation, what we should be trying to do is help each other as best we can in different ways. Okay? And that's it for me. That's it. There is the reality that you're dealing with, and then there is your perception of the reality, and that's it. I think the biggest thing for me is that everyone's doing their best, and that's all you can do in the situation you're presented with. Your best. Okay, because let's be honest, there's two sides to this coin. Nobody should be uber. I don't think anybody should be saying you should be uber motivated and use it as an opportunity to learn Spanish and learn how to knit. But on the flip side as well, it's not always an excuse to go into victim mode consistently, because again, that's a perception of the reality that's presented itself. Because there's things you can do if you want to do them. If you come out of this thing in 6 weeks' time and you are a stone heavier, and that's down to the choices that you've made, well, you can't go into victim mode. That's okay if that's what you want to do. And trust me, I'm struggling with food, particularly. Not junk food per se, just I'm hungry. Then you've got to try and get this middle ground between, you don't need to be super motivated, learn how to play the violin and knit. But on the flip side, your victim mode's not going to help either. So you've got to deal with it the way you see fit. Okay. Obviously, we are surrounded by a lot of influence. We are surrounded by a lot of stuff on social media, press, negativity, all these sort of things. Which, to be honest, to a certain degree, don't always help. We need to deal with this the best way we can. But you don't have to feel a certain way. That's up to you how you feel. The only thing I would always say is the simple thing, which is what I'm dealing with, is that you've got the reality, and then you've got your perception of that reality. That's all we've got, and that's it. Now, I certainly from my point of view, I'm going to continue offering to help people. I'm going to continue offering programs to people. I'm going to continue offering solutions to people because I think that we should. I think that we should offer solutions to people because, let's be honest, people still have the resources and time to do these things. Some people haven't, and we shouldn't be pushing anybody who's in a difficult situation to do that. But for everybody who wants help, there's solutions available, and there is help available, and we should be able to offer help and support to people in any way. But telling people that you've got no discipline because you haven't learnt to play the violin because your life's been turned upside down is not the answer at all. The answer is, quite simply, in my opinion, reality presents itself, perception of reality. Everyone's perception of the reality is going to be different, and how you choose to perceive the reality that's presented to you is how things affect you, and simple as that. So there you go. So if you do want any help from me, I've got a couple of programs going at the moment. I've obviously got my virtual 28-day challenge, which is for women aged between 30 and 50, which is basically bringing you into our boot camp model, but we're just doing the workouts virtually, still providing all the other support, weight loss mindset toolkit, the diet stuff, all the stuff that I can give you as much as I can, plus 10 workouts a week, private workouts done for you. And then the support and accountability of the groups. That's one option. The other option, of course, is my remote training. So I'll do my Lose a Stone to 6 weeks. Up to 6 weeks program. Again, ideally for women aged between 30 and 50, that's who I deal with. Basically what we do there is we work with you one-on-one. I'll give you all my weight loss tools, and we just have an accountability check-in every week with the goal of losing up to a stone in 6 weeks. If you do what I tell you and you don't, and you're not happy with your results, I'll give you your money back. So if you do want any help from me, just comment below with solutions, or shoot me a message, shoot me a direct message, and we can have a chat. If it's a good fit, great, we can tell you how to get started. If not, great, at least you've asked the question. So let's have another good day. As always, I'd appreciate a like, a share, and a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing, how we're getting on, and let's rock and roll. Happy Wednesday.